natural defense, main road, and food. Take what I said at Caesarea, go to the opposite side of the scale, and put it here at Megiddo. Welcome to the most logical location for a city. And do you know why is this location the most logical? Because all the four are existing here. So there's no need to travel 5 miles to find water. Do you know why? Because the spring is bubbling under the hill. And that hill will show you where did people prefer to have their homes in order to feel safe when they are on top. And that road, which is crossing the Jezreel Valley, and today on modern maps is Road 65, is part of the main highway on the during the biblical times. And this highway was called Via Maris. Via, road, Maris, mare, sea, the way along the sea. And if you want, it was the main highway that used to connect Egypt in the south with the Fertile Crescent, Mesopotamia, Babylonia in the north. And that road, yes, went through the Jezreel Valley. No wonder why the Jezreel Valley is the key point. No wonder why so many battles happen here in the and around the Jezreel Valley. You couldn't control Israel without having the Jezreel Valley. It's the crossroad. And look how much is growing around us. So can you see all the four here?
Yeah.
When did people start to settle this place? 5,000 years ago. If you think that Caesarea is ancient, Caesarea will be a baby comparing to Megiddo. If Caesarea is 2,000 years old, Megiddo is 5,000 years old. Bronze Age. Early bronze, middle bronze, late bronze. And then Egyptians in Egypt, 3,500 years ago, heard that there is a good place in the land of Canaan, in the land of Israel. Water, location. They sent an army and they took the place. How do we know? We found a letter. We found an archive in Egypt, El Amarna. We even know the name of the king who led the army and took Megiddo. His name was Thutmose III. We even know the year that he was here. 1468 BCE. And they built a city on top. And then the Canaanites took the place, destroyed what was before, and built a city on top. And then the Israelites destroyed the Canaanites. You know what Joshua did to all these Canaanites, and built a city on top. And go to Kings and read what are the 3 major sites of King Solomon. Hatzor in the north, Megiddo in the center, Gezer in the south. So King Solomon built another city on top. And when he died, Ahab, before Ahab, Jeroboam the first, a city on top. And then Ahab made Megiddo to be a logistic site where he kept his army, his horses, his chariots. We found stables up there. And Jeroboam the second. And what happened in the year 1926, which is relatively yesterday? A group of students came from Chicago. You know where is Chicago? And they built a camp on top of that hill. 10 years they were uncovering the hill. And during those 10 years, they found 21 cities, 21 layers, 21 different civilizations. Each one was built on top of the other one, on top of the other one. In many cases, the previous one got destroyed and a new city was built on top. 21 cities. Each layer represents a different time period. This is a tel. That's the mechanism, of the word tel, written with one L. Tel Megiddo. Okay, so what is the exact definition of a tel? When you see a hill, and on top of the hill you will find more than one city, more than one layer, yes, it will be a tel. Most of the tels in Israel will have 5, 6, 4, 3 cities, like 3 layers. Megiddo has 21. Because life here continue so many years. Why? Because all the 4 are here. Water which is bubbling, natural defense, main road, a lot of food around. And that's the story of Megiddo. No wonder why UNESCO proclaim the tel of Megiddo to be a World Heritage Site. On our last day of the tour, Saturday, we will be going to the Dead Sea and we'll visit a place called Masada, which is also a mountain with ruins on top. We never go with the term Tel Masada, because Masada on top has only one layer. So we go with Masada, not with Tel Masada. Do you get it?
Yes.
It has to have more than one to be called Tel. And many of the biblical, the Old Testament sites are coming with the word Tel and the name. Tel Beersheba. Okay? Tel Hatzor. Tel Gezer. Tel Megiddo. Tel Beit She'an. Because they have so many layers, so many cities on top. Okay? So, if we are archaeologists, and our camp is up there, yes, and we are digging, we are uncovering which layers will be on top, which layers will be at the bottom. Where will be the more recent layers, on top or at the bottom?
On top.
On top. A tel is growing like a flower. It starts as a seed, as a little plant, and it's going and it's becoming a tree. Okay? So they have to go top to bottom. They cannot go bottom to top. If they will go bottom to top, the whole mountain will fall over their heads. And you know what? It's a difficult job. Do you know what makes the job to be difficult? The dilemma. And what is the dilemma that archaeologists have here? Which buildings to remove and which buildings to leave. Because, in a place like this, on one hand, your willing is to find the bottom. But to find the bottom, it's like an onion. You need to peel off the layers.
Yes.
When you peel off the onion, can you put it back?
No.
Exactly the same thing here. So once they took off the buildings, they cannot put them back. But if they will not take off the buildings, they will not be able to go down. Because they want to find the beginning. That's a dilemma. So we as tourists will be going from bottom to top, and I will make 3 or 4 stops to show you various buildings, and we'll enjoy the view from the top, and then I'm going to smuggle you outside through the water system. So I do hope that A, people have no problem to climb a hill. B, people have no problem to walk through a water system underground. if somebody has a problem, it's better from here to go back to the bus and to go with the bus to the other side of the hill and to wait there for us to exit. Do we have people who cannot do the tour? Only you? So please, can you go back and find the driver? Do you remember who is the driver?
The bus number.
Well, I think it's
Only land.
His name is Nimer. Go please and look for him. Okay, go now, please. And if you don't, ma'am, if you won't find him, okay, no worries. Sit there and wait for us. Okay, but go now and find him, please.
from there.
Exit same way as we came in.